Hey everybody, welcome to week 8. Boy, oh boy, here we go. We are moving on through the research paper component. Um, Hopefully by now you're getting really excited about your topic. I love this time. This is my favorite season. I call it research paper season because you are all writing on something that truly interests you. And so it ends up being kind of a scholarly treasure hunt. And I love that about it. Also, this is where you all teach me so much. So selfishly, I absolutely adore reading your papers and learning so much from you. All right, so here we are. I'm sorry I'm a day late with the launch. As you know, I've been under the weather and I'm kind of bouncing back. So those of you that have been sick, non-COVID sick, then you know there's some stuff going around. I think I'm in the land of the living again, so I'm back at it. So this whole week is really, each week is probably going to seem like there's less and less demanded of you from me in terms of, all kinds of articles and things like that, because what you're doing right now is looking for your own research. All right, so from now on out, here on out, I'm not supplying articles for you or anything from the databases, unless, of course, you email me or come to my office hour and say, PK, I just can't find, I can't find this, I don't know how to limit my search, or I'm not sure if I've even got a topic. So you're always welcome to come, bounce your ideas off me. A few minutes spent with me, whether through email or in my office, can do amazing things for you, like simplifying, just talking it through with someone seems to be, I'm not trying to give myself credit, just the ability to talk through a topic or what you're trying to do with it, or what you can't do with it. It's worth spending time with me for a couple minutes, whether through email or in the office. I think it's always helpful. All right. So you can see here, I have some links. They're read only. I think don't let that trick you into thinking, well, that means it's optional. I don't have to read it. Yes, it is optional, but I think the people that read these read-only sources will do better on the rest of the research paper components, not to mention the paper itself. You've got a quiz here on evaluating sources. It's a really useful kind of mind map for you. Also from your textbook, what's motivating this writer, kind of trying to think about when you're reading articles for your research paper and you have your annotated bibliography coming up next, you're going to wonder what's motivating the writer to even write the article. So it's super helpful. You know that you're going to be working on part 2, the second component of the research paper, the annotated bibliography. So I supply for you, you're going to need to annotate 3 sources. You can find more if you like, but I'm only going to grade 3 of them, the first 3 that you mentioned. Of course, this is a working document for you, so I would advise you to annotate as many sources as you can, even though they're not required. I used to require 5, and now I only require you to turn in 3. Students typically find far more information than that, but I want to help you understand how to create an annotated bibliography and why it's useful. So not only do I have the instructions, as usual, I have a screencast of me telling you giving you more details about the instructions, the rubric, and then I've got a bunch of different grade levels of student annotated bibliographies. And I think once you look at them, you'll see, and then look at the rubric or the instructions, you'll see why the low scoring annotated bibs scored the way they did and why the high scoring ones scored the way they did. Okay, notice that the sweet and sour discussion, your first post is due by Thursday, but your response to your peers is due by Saturday. I mentioned up here in the launch, and I want to reiterate it because it's not, the reason this, the annotated bibliography link is not showing up is because it's located in next week and I don't have next week visible yet. So if you're wondering when the annotated bibliography is due to be uploaded, Tuesday, March 7th. So there's no time like the present for getting started with, finding your source material. It creeps up on you. So you don't want to be, late at night trying to, finish your annotations and hope that you can upload at 11:59 p.m. Several people missed the deadline for the prospectus or completely forgot about it. Remember, these components are essential parts of the research paper. I'm not real generous about reopening a link for someone who simply forgot to turn it in. All right. So, that's the price we pay when we forget. All right. That's what calendars are for. At least that's what I've found in my real life. So week 8, it's completely doable. You've got, it doesn't look like there's much on the week. But I think it's, again, let me reiterate, it's because you're doing your own work looking for articles. All right. So I can't kind of build that into the module. That's something you have to do on your own. All right. And then, so don't worry about, oh my gosh, I don't see when the annotated bibliography is due. If you continued with this launch, and if you make it to the end of week 8 in the wrap up, it also tells you when the annotated bibliography is due. All right, everybody, I hope your week 8 is off to a good start with the rain and the snow and the crazy weather. Kind of good reason to stay inside and get some things done, right? All right, I hope to see some of you in my office. If not, please drop me an email whenever you're confused or concerned. And thank you again to the classmates that email me and tell me when a link isn't working or if something's amiss on the in the module. I appreciate that. I depend on you. I do the best I can from my end of it, but sometimes, it looks like it's working from my end, and then from your end, there's a glitch. So thank you to those peers of yours who keep me on the straight